Martha here, Sweet Jamaica. Exciting property update, but to save you some time, if you just want to turn this video off, I haven't got a thing done, as they say in JA. So, not gonna blame anyone or anything, but you know how sometimes life just kind of winds up and swiftly kicks you in the nuts? That's kind of how my year and a half has been. However, still giving thanks, staying blessed, never stressed, still got gratitude for everything going on. So we haven't given up, it's just things got delayed. So there's a saying here in Jamaica, man plan, God laugh. I think that's kind of what happened in this situation. And maybe I was too quick to jump the gun and start talking about this project before it was kind of fully rolling. So that could be my mistake. However, if you want to continue watching the video, some information is coming forward. But the property video itself, it's still grass. It's still beautiful in front of the ocean. I still had an amazing surf this morning by myself, and it was pretty awesome. And the only real change is that there's even more maca bush, crazy thorny gnarly bushes that we're gonna have to deal with at some point. And there may be a wild pack of dogs that has moved in and made it its territory. So that may be an issue in the future. I don't really know. So the update that we do have that is kind of exciting is we do have an official company now for this project, which someday you're gonna be able to come stay and hang out and hopefully cook with me in an outdoor kitchen and hang out, or Airbnb it, however you wanna do it. But we have our company, and it's called Fin Jamaica. So official, all the project's gonna be under that. It's named Fin Inc. because we both love surfing. I met surfing originally because I was the first customer at the Longboarder Bar Grill down in St. Thomas, which is closed, but I do have some more news about that actually. And Fin being that there's two of us and we like to surf. So that was our kind of little clever thing. And I was thinking of cool names, and I thought, oh, you know what? I really like the name of Single Fin, that crazy nightclub in Bali, although I haven't been there in like 10 years. But anyhow, Fin Inc. Jamaica. You might notice the awesome t-shirt I'm wearing. And these are available in the Ras Kitchen store. If you want to support us, you know, we have our little brand thing going, Fin. So it's got this awesome logo that John Kutt designed. The back, I'm gonna make the back logo the front, because I know people like it on the front, but I'll see if I can show you the back here. If not, I'll just put up a graphic. There's the back of the shirt. Awesome, crazy sharks. I'm probably gonna have to just put up a graphic for that because it's very windy and sunny, and I curry chicken and feeding the bones to a dog, a puppy here. And then I got like yellow curry on the back, which isn't the best look if you're trying to show off a white t-shirt. So yeah, Fin Inc. We have some cool shirts. There's a logo shirt. This is designed by my friend John Kutt at the High Road Design. He's like one of my favorite artists in the world. I've known Johnny since I was like in high school, and he was always that cool older guy doing awesome stuff. He's designed all these posters for amazing bands, and he's done skateboard graphics, and he's just incredible. So check out John Kutt at the High Road Design. Love your work, Johnny. Love you too, brother. So support Johnny if you can. So yeah, that's Fin. Let's take a quick walk around the property here, even though there's really not much to see. Yeah, just tons of maca bush behind me. It always kind of blows my mind when I come here because it's bigger than I remember. And I live downtown Toronto in a one-bedroom kind of second floor of my house, and I rent out the rest. So I'm used to living in a very small space. And I have a very small and narrow backyard, as you can see in my videos. I'll link some of them here. So to have so much space behind, to me, it's a big lot, a big yard. And part of the holdup for me of actually getting something done is sometimes it's hard to have a blank canvas. I don't know if you feel the same way. You know, you get overwhelmed with choice and it actually becomes too much. You almost need some kind of constraints. So there definitely is a space constraint, but it's almost too big a project. It's like blowing my mind. So I'm gonna have to rein myself in and then just start making some decisions. So again, if you got any suggestions, let me know. I know dealing with the council stuff has been funny because you have to submit plans and then they only look at them once every 60 to 90 days. And you can't even really find out what you're supposed to submit. So if there's any builders in JA that know this process and want to educate me a little bit, that would be awesome. And yeah, that is the basic look of the place right now. Just bush. So much bush, but so beautiful. And the ocean right over there. And there is some more exciting news. So like I said, I met Peter originally because I was the first customer at Longboarder Bar and Grill, which is just by Roselle in St. Thomas. I was driving by, saw a sign with like a surfboard on it, got the taxi to turn around and went to go meet the owner, and I surfed that day, and I even have pictures from that day, October 2015. So kind of amazing that it's actually even documented. I even got a few waves on the GoPro that day. Very, very small, but Peter lent me his board. So anyway, 10 years later, we are great friends, we are business partners now, and the Longboarder Bar and Grill shut down during the pandemic, unfortunately. It was just too hard to run and too difficult. But Peter is considering reviving it at a new location, an even more beautiful location, and slightly closer than the old Longboarder Bar and Grill. So if you've been to Jamaica here, it was a very famous place. People would always make the drive to Kingston, even when the road was terrible, and I mean terrible. The road used to be so bad. And now things have changed. I can get from Kingston, or basically Bull Bay, to here in Yalis in 20-25 minutes. If you're coming from the airport, maybe you can make it here in 35. So from Kingston, you're within maybe that half an hour, 40-minute range. Anyway, there's gonna be a new location, or that's the plan right now, and there's a potential to have this amazing place revived and renewed in a beautiful new spot overlooking the ocean yet again. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna get updates from Peter as things come along, but that's another thing that he is working on, and I'm pretty excited for that too, because I love that place. I met so many cool people because of that place, and it was really kind of my intro to surf life in Jamaica. It was so awesome. So yeah, that's the exciting news about Longboarder Bar and Grill and a new road to get here. So it's been really interesting to see the transition of St. Thomas from when I first came here in 2010. Very poor infrastructure. The roads really run down, tough to get around, very little development. And now things are finally starting to turn, and I think in a good way. I think it's really important to keep this sort of smaller vibe. It's fine to have all these awesome, huge hotels and all-inclusives on the North Coast. That's great. I would love to see the South Coast going away where there's still tourism, but maybe a little smaller scale, maybe a little more local. Not so much mega projects, but just, you know, spread the tourism dollars around. I would love to see that. And you can kind of see that in Portland. You know, Portland, just beside St. Thomas in the east, has had a lot of cool, unique properties for a long time. Too many to even name. Rossrod's Place, G-Jam Studio, Jamaican Hostel. There's all kinds of places out there, kind of in a more smaller, more local scale. So I love to see that kind of development. I think you got to find that happy medium. You don't want to blow the place out like Bali's done in Canggu, where the place is essentially just destroyed. I think there's a middle ground where local people can benefit, government can benefit from tax dollars coming in, and you know, hopefully it's a win-win situation for everyone with the development of the South Coast here. So I may be getting ahead of myself. It's still some time away. You know, the road just got done within the last couple of years. I feel like it was under construction for a decade, and there is still some more work to do. But it's just nice to see the positive turnaround after coming here 15 years and seeing Jamaica improve. Like, I just love to see that. So yeah, that's the update. Again, not much update about right here, literally, unfortunately, but yeah, we haven't given up, and you know, over the next few months, we're hopefully gonna get our design down, and then we can really start thinking and moving forward. But I guess, yeah, if the lesson I learned from telling everyone too early is man plan, God laugh. So maybe save sharing your plans until you have a little bit more ready for action. Anyway, that's the update. Haven't given up yet. Plenty more to come. Check out Twin Fin Jamaica in the store, our little surf brand, just for fun and for this project. And who knows, maybe we're gonna have tons of other products too. We just got some merch in there right now with really cool logos. So Please do check back. Any tips and tricks for building in JA, any recommendations, please do comment below. I love you. Thank you so much for staying up with the channel, and hopefully some real progress soon. Bless.